Blessed are the pure in heart. Purity of heart. There are many ways in which you can look at purity. Pure milk means where do we look at negative way? Pure milk is only milk. A husband's heart is pure means thinks of only wife. A Christian's heart is pure means so singleness of purpose is purity of heart. Seeking one thing. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness. Love the Lord with all your heart and soul and mind. Singleness of purpose. This singleness of purpose can be seen as inner simplicity. There is no multiplicity but simplicity. Inside only one thing. When you seek one thing and you have it, what do you get? Contentment. So, purity of heart has contentment. Now we look at this person's external needs. What happens to them? Much or few? Very few. External needs falls down. So what happens is external simplicity. Christian's external simplicity is the result of his inner contentment, purity of heart. He is already satisfied. Now, suppose you had lunch and your stomach is full. I don't know whether it will become full. Suppose it is full. Then Titus brings another chicken biryani. Will you have temptation to eat it? No. What do you say? Thank you. Thank you. Or you have to pray, Lord, give me grace to say no to this food, Lord. Do you pray? With what ease you say, thank you, I don't need it. Joyfully you say, same thing happens here. Yes, content, if you experience it, you will find that you don't need much. You can just pass along. You can go through the mall without buying anything. You need not go there also. Freedom. So this brings, what happens to the expense now? The expense drops. Now suppose you are spending 15,000 rupees and borrowing 10,000 rupees. Now the expense drops. You need only 5,000 rupees. How much you save now? How much you save? Your expense is only 5,000 now. This also you are not spending now. So you are, at least in reality, your income increases. Income, you don't know what to do with the income. Why? You are already satisfied. Do you need other means of satisfaction now? Watching that, sitting there, going there. No. You are a satisfied person. If it is reality, you will walk through everything with freedom. Then the Lord said, you will know the truth. Truth will make you free. Truth will make you free. Now this person, when the needs are very few, he exercises faith very easily now. And he sees God at every point. Blessed are the pure in heart, they shall see God. His heart is at rest or restless? Rest. In this good soil, when you plant seeds, 100-fold. Joy, peace, freedom, love, everything. Now, let us change this little bit. You say, brother, we must be practical. Only trusting in Jesus is not enough. We need Jesus plus what? Money. Now simplicity has gone. Multiplicity has come. You cannot live by faith, live by philosophy. What happens to this heart? Mark 4:19.
But the worries of this life, the deceitfulness of wealth, and the desires for other things come in and choke the whole, making it unfruitful.
You can plant seeds, nothing will grow. Why this damage? God said one thing, you said one more. You change the comma, one, you made it two, you reap the consequence. You cannot break the rules of kingdom. You cannot break the rules of kingdom. We are smart. See, remember, the rebellious nature in us is working at every point to argue with God. He says, this is, no, why should it be that way? This, no, what is the problem? One thing, why, what is the problem with one more? I will do what I want. That's so powerful. Unless I boast in the cross alone and remember and remind, live in that reality, Satan will defeat us. Satan will defeat us. The jobs we hold, remember the systems in that reminds you, you're the boss. You study in the Bible in the morning, I am a slave. But there you are told 8 hours, 24, out of 24 hours, 16 hours you listen to what? You are the boss. 15 minutes you read the Bible, you are the slave. Which will work? How will you continuously remind your position? How will you continuously remind?
We should recall all the fact that we are slaves.
You must remind one another also. Remind one another. Dead to sin, alive to Christ. Dead to sin, alive to Christ. Remember, you have been buried and brought to life again. It's not theory, it's reality. What will happen one day you forget that you are married? That's why when you read one verse, keep the whole in mind and read it. Otherwise there will be difficulty. Wise is not crookedness. He also said, I am sending you as lambs in the midst of wolves. If you see a lamb, that's the only animal, when you do any harm, it will not attack you back. Only animal. It will not even bite you. sending you his lamb in the midst of wolves. So if wolves attack, Joseph Hans was from Romania. The underground church was destroyed, communist regime. He was sent by the underground church to study Bible and to come as and take up as a pastor in the course of time later. He completed his training in England. After 3 years he was leaving. Some American friends there asked, what will be the possibility of success when you go back? He said this sentence, if a lamb is sent into the midst of a pack of wolves, and the intention of the wolves is to eat the lamb, how will the lamb let the wolves know it's a lamb? There was silence by allowing the wolves to eat the lamb. If it fights back, the wolf knows it is another wolf in sheepskin. There are many wolves in sheepskin among us. That is not a crookedness, God said. Lamb knows one thing, it's very wise to run to the shepherd. And it knows its security is only the shepherd. The shepherd. And it knows shepherd is almighty. Almighty. His rod and staff will save. That is the wisdom. But we teach about crookedness.